Sitting too much is stealing years from your life, yours, your parents, and your grandparents. But here's the thing. Fixing this isn't about grueling workouts or impossible routines. It's about one small change you can make today that could completely transform your health and theirs. Now stick with me, because if there's one thing that's silently destroying health, this is it. And you need to know how to stop it before it's too late for you or your loved ones. Now, before we move forward, you know the drill. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified every time a video is released. So let's start with the hard truth. Sitting is killing us. Studies show that long periods of sitting are linked to an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and even early death. And here's what you need to know. It doesn't matter if you're hitting the gym for an hour every day. If you're sitting for the rest of it, you're still at risk. Think about it. What's the point of a great workout if you spend the next 10 hours glued to a chair or a couch? When you sit for long stretches, it's like your body hits pause on so many critical functions. Your muscles stop moving, blood circulation slows, and your calorie burn will plummet. Over time, this inactivity makes your metabolism sluggish, making it harder for you to maintain or lose weight. But here's where things get even worse. Sitting doesn't just affect your weight, it impacts your overall health at a much deeper level. Research has shown that prolonged sitting can lead to reduced insulin sensitivity, which makes it harder for your body to process sugar. And this is a huge problem. This sets the stage for conditions like type 2 diabetes. And add to the fact that sitting increases inflammation throughout the body, and you've got a recipe for chronic diseases that could have been avoided. And we haven't even touched on the effect it has on your mental health yet. It's no exaggeration to say that sitting for hours every day is like smoking when it comes to your health. The World Health Organization even lists physical inactivity as one of the leading risk factors for death worldwide. The takeaway is this. If you think a quick workout offsets a day of sitting, think again. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Researchers decided to test whether intense exercise could really undo the damage of sitting for long periods. They split participants into two groups. Both groups had similar sitting habits, but one group added an hour of high-intensity exercise to their day, while the other group replaced half of their sitting time with light, consistent movement, things like walking, standing, or stretching. So who came out on top? Surprisingly, it wasn't the group doing the intense exercise. It was the group that moved more consistently throughout the day. Their insulin sensitivity improved, their blood sugar levels stabilized, and they even burned more fat than the group that hit the gym. Now, why is this? It's because the body thrives on movement, not just intensity, but frequency. This study, along with many others, revealed something that is game-changing. It's not just how hard you exercise, it's about how often you move. Constant sitting disrupts the body's natural processes, but breaking up sitting time with movement, even small amounts, can have a profound impact. The key takeaway here is that your body doesn't care as much about what you do in an hour. It cares about what you do over the other 23 hours. Think of it this way. Our ancestors didn't sit for hours at desks or couches. They were constantly on the move, whether they were hunting, gathering, or simply staying active. And while modern life makes it hard to replicate that kind of constant movement, small changes like standing up more often or taking a quick walk every hour can help us to mimic those benefits. Now let's break this down. Movement is the foundation of good health. And no, I'm not talking about running marathons or hitting the gym every day. Even low intensity movements like standing or walking can keep your metabolism engaged and your body functioning the way it was designed to. Take the longest living people in the world, for example, the ones in the so-called blue zones. These are regions where people regularly live past 100, often without major health issues. Now, what's their secret? It's not extreme exercise routines. Instead, they incorporate movement into their daily lives. They garden, cook, clean, walk to the market, and participate in their communities. They're not always running on treadmills. They're staying active in natural, sustainable ways. This kind of movement does more than just burn calories. It improves blood flow, reduces stress, and lowers inflammation. It's also great for mental health. Studies show that even light physical activity releases endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. And unlike exercise, which can feel intimidating or unsustainable for some people, these small, consistent movements are easy to maintain over the long term. Let's face it, most people can't commit to a rigorous gym routine, and that's okay. The good news is you don't have to. By simply standing up more, walking during your breaks, or doing household chores with purpose, you can drastically improve your health without feeling overwhelmed. And this isn't to say that exercise doesn't have its place. But I'm speaking specifically for those who just feel extremely overwhelmed by having to go to the gym every day, but still wondering, how can I improve my health? So I want to answer the question, how do you start incorporating more movement into your day without overhauling your entire routine? Well, here are a few simple tips to get you started. Number one, take frequent breaks. Set a timer to get up and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Even a quick walk around the room or some light stretching can make a huge difference. Number two, add more steps. If you're tracking your steps, aim to do an extra 1,000 steps a day. Don't worry about hitting the 10,000 steps right away. Just focus on small, manageable increases. Number three, stand more. If you work at a desk, try a standing desk or alternate between sitting and standing throughout the day. Standing engages your muscles and keeps your metabolism active. Number four, incorporate mini workouts. Instead of one long workout session, try short bursts of activity throughout the day. For example, do 10 squats while waiting for your coffee to brew, or take a 5-minute walk after meals. Number five, choose active hobbies. Gardening, cooking, cleaning, or even dancing in your living room count as movement. The key is to find activities you enjoy so you're more likely to stick with them. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they have to go all in on some intense exercise to see results. While exercise is important, like I said, especially for building muscle and improving cardiovascular health, it is not the whole picture. The real game changer is really reducing the amount of time you spend sitting and finding ways to move more throughout the day. Think of it like this. Movement is the foundation of your health, and exercise is the cherry on top. You can't out-exercise a sedentary lifestyle, but you can improve your health dramatically by simply moving more. And really, that's all exercise is doing, is making you move more. So if you're someone who spends hours sitting every day, don't be discouraged. You don't need to shift and make some dramatic change overnight. Just again, start small, stand up more, walk a little extra, and find ways to build movement into your routine. Over time, these small changes will add up to big results. And remember, the goal is never perfection, it's progress. Every step you take, every moment you spend moving instead of sitting is a step towards better health and a longer, happier life. Now, if this video gave you some ideas to get moving, let me know in the comments. What changes are you going to start making to move more? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more practical tips to transform your health. All right, thanks for watching, and make sure you watch the next video.